roleplay servers. They're one of World of Warcraft's biggest mysteries. Mass RP events, satanic symbolism, and of course, TV references. These are all components that play a part into the wacky world that is roleplaying. But is there more to this than we assume? Find out as we infiltrate RP. In order to properly infiltrate the RP community, I knew there was only one server for me, and that of course was Moonguard, the weirdest and most depraved out there. I started by making myself a dwarven hunter, a trope I knew would resonate with all the nerds RPing on Moonguard. And 2 minutes later, Gondel was born, mighty hunter of the Alliance. I whacked on some heirlooms and boy, I was good to go. However, I couldn't just be a level 1 scrub. I needed to demand the respect of fellow RPers, so I quested until around level 11 when I really started to question what I was doing. I wasn't really getting an RP experience, so I decided to apply for some guilds in the typical fashion that you would on an RP server.
I am Gorndal. I seek adventure and purpose. I write to you as a means to find people in which share my passion. I hope you receive my message with excitement. Looking forward to your response. G.
You know, I got a few responses about my guild applications, but when I joined, they were mostly talking about Trump and COVID-19, so I wasn't really about that. I knew I had to go to Stormwind. And as I walked up from the Deep Run tram, I actually ran into my very first potential RP experience. It was here I knew it was do or die time.
Hello.
When ye thirsty.
First time in Stormwind. Any recommendations?
Comin'. Calm ye feckin' tits.
Well, I'll be.
Clearly, I'd missed the mark in my first attempt at RP. However, there was hope. I was in Stormwind, and for near Stormwind is, of course, the Goldshire Inn.
I'm just beating my friend. Want to get drunk? Yes.
Yo. Room for one more. Let me lick your belly button. I can see it. It looks juicy.
I das Fangorn.
After having to bear witness to all the depravity that is the Goldshire Inn, I managed to make my way to something a few people were calling the Captain's Table. It was here where I actually managed to have my first RP conversation with Robotic Peace. All the while, I did have a Worgen whispering me in the pink, calling me sexy, and trying to cyberfuck me, which was, it was a lot to take in. All that being said, however, I was actually quite pleased with my first RP victory, if you would. That was until some dancing thought tells me that I won't be interesting unless I download something called TRP. It was at this moment that I knew I still had a lot to learn. TRP? What the fuck is TRP? Originally, I had planned to go through my entire TRP3 individually showing you everything I'd set for my character. That was until my friend told me that that was actually boring as fuck. And in a moment of clarity, I decided that he was correct. So instead, I'm just going to give you a roundabout description of the add-on. Essentially, it just has a bunch of physical traits and backstory that you can write for your characters. That way, if somebody wants to roleplay with you, they sort of get a general idea of, you know, your character. Born and raised in Ironforge, Gorndal Oh, fuck, I misspelled my name. I'll fix it. Now, with my brand new TRP add-on, people couldn't just see what I had set for myself, but I could see what they had set for themselves. He has a very muscular body with a lightly tanned skin. He's long. Black hair falls below his shoulders, in parentheses, usually in a singular braid. His dark, brown eyes seem able to pierce the soul. Typically clean-shaven, unless he's on an extended crusade. Titanic might! Rosetta is very much strong. Strong, like Big Papa. What the fuck? Like so, she carries a shield and a blade meant for 2 hands, swinging it around with ease and somehow keeping the balance firm at her grip. Not slowed by its weight, she's the definition of a juggernaut. She carries a gold watch around her neck. It was from her father when she was very young. Some say he hid it up his ass during the Third War. You know, guys, at this stage, I mean, I gotta admit it, I was sad. I came to Moonguard, I tried to RP, I even got the add-ons, but I still hadn't experienced my first true RP event. So to remedy this, me and my new friend, Superhung, went to the Goldshire Inn to stage a very elaborate RP event. Unfortunately enough for me though, it seems like people on an RP server, or at least Moonguard, don't actually want to RP. That is when I saw my knight in shining armor. I don't know why, but I felt attracted to this elf, so I hit him up in the pink saying, "Hey, someone stole my bear, help me get it back." And for whatever reason, he instantly responds, saying that he will. I then led him out the front of the inn so that we may start our super elaborate RP event. Okay, so here's the plan, yeah. We're here at the Goldshire Inn, and my friend Superhung is just down a little bit further in the clearing in the Elwyn Forest. I'm gonna lead my new friend Drathothian, or Drath as he's going by, to this clearing when I say, "Oh, I was ambushed here, and this guy just managed to steal a bear off me." And then hopefully they're gonna duel, and then I should be able to get the bear back. Or I'll just walk off into the clearing and be like, "Oh, I found it." So, alright, let's see if it works. I began to lead Drathothian over to the clearing where we're going to be ambushed. You might have noticed up until now, I've had robots doing text-to-speech for me for all the in-game text. However, you are going to be blessed with my amazing voice acting skills upon this encounter. You know, just to do it justice, of course. Just up ahead. Watch your step. It was moments ago I was assaulted here. They should be close. Where is this person who has stolen your bear? They must be here, I swear. Look, there. That's the goon who stole Bernie. Fuck. That bear will make a lovely throw rug. He must stun him. Fight me for him, you coward. Why don't you return the bear to the kind dwarf? Do so and you could be rewarded for your efforts. Don't and you'll be in pain. Never! Superhung comes out swinging. However, Drathothian is totally prepared, ending it with an absolutely Chad one-shot leap into the air. I then RP walk up to Superhung to question him. It's so cold. Where is my girl? She's up ahead. And with that, Superhung tragically passes away. It was a victory. I was able to get my bear back, and I even tried to tip Drathothian 69 silver and 69 copper for his efforts. However, being the absolute monster he is, he declined, as he was only there for the RP. After Drathothian had left, Superhung and I RP walked all the way back to the inn to play this game the way it was goddamn intended to be played. Now, after spending all my time on Moonguard, what have I learnt? Well, first and foremost, yes, it is sort of what you'd expect in some ways. You know, there is people dancing on tables and saying weird things in the pink. However, there is actually a community on these servers which are very dedicated to sort of maintaining character, almost to a fault, which is, it's very cool to see. One thing I did learn is, there are lots of guilds and things out there which actually encourage large-scale RP events, and if I made something like this again, that would be something that I'd like to revisit. All in all, I actually found myself surprisingly enjoying RPing more than I thought I would. I thought, it's sort of a bit cringy, yeah, but once you surpass that, you can sort of start to enjoy it for exactly what it is. All in all, I think it is a great alternative way to play the game. I think the community surrounding it is very dedicated. That being said, I think that's pretty much all I've learnt from infiltrating RP. If you've ever RP'd yourself, make sure to let me know. And who knows, if you guys like this, we might do it again. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.